Today someone asked me if I could explain how Wordle works. So let's do it. At the beginning of every day, you are given 6 tries to guess one 5-letter randomly generated word. For every guess, you are granted a green, yellow, or gray tile. If the tile is green, you not only guessed the correct letter, but you also got that letter in the correct spot. If it is yellow, like the A in Daddy, that means that letter is in the correct word, but it is not in the correct spot. If it's gray, you just didn't get the right letter. Now, if you got it all correct, it should look like aroma, where it is all green. And then you'll get a score, and you can share it to Twitter and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that is how Wordle works. And yeah, love you. Peace.
How to win a Wordle every time, part 2. This strat is way better than the one I posted earlier. And once again, we're on a Wordle archive. This is not today's, so no spoilers. So there are 26 letters in the alphabet and 5 turns in Wordle. If we don't repeat any, we can use 25 out of 26 letters and pretty much guess it every time as long as one of them is a green. So let's try it out. Our words are going to be glint, frick, jumpy, and you probably don't know these two, vajed, and waifs. And if you look at it, you can figure it out real quick, unify. Shout out to the people in the comments who showed me this, it's brilliant.
This is the best proven strategy to beat Wordle. This strategy will cover all of the letters in the alphabet, and as long as you have 5 yellows, you should win. Start with brung because it has a lot of commonly used letters. Then kimt because it has a common vowel. And clicks. Then vajed, which yes, is an actual word. And finally, the word walks. Using these words, you should be able to guess the word. That's
World. We like that? Yeah. All right. None of them. All right. Let's try a different one. So now we know that none of those are in that word. Shine. Shine.
Lucky. What about lucky charms?
Let's try that one. Oh, the I is in the middle. So we've got an I in the middle, no N. But then S, H, and E are in the word. Shine. Shine.
Lucky charms. What about lucky charms?
Let's try that one. Oh, the I is in the middle. So we've got an I in the middle, no N. But then S, H, and E. Bridge ends in an E. What? Guys, it's not a name. What about evict? Hey, it ends in a T. Okay, so it ends in a T. It has an I in the middle, and then these 3 other ones are going to be an E, an S, and an H. So it's not a name. So we have, guys, look, we have an E, an S, and an H, right? We know that we have to have an I and a T. So what order could we do? We know that E does not go here and S does not go here. We also know E does not go here, so we know E does not go in either of those, so E has to go here, right? Yeah. We also know S can't go here, so S has to go here.
H goes in the front then.
Let's try it.
Heist.
Heist.
It's a vacuum taking.
Okay, so somebody in the comment section on one of my recent videos said to make a video on all of the Wordle variations that I know and have played so far. So I'm going to hop into this and show you guys each Wordle variation game that I've played and know about. Okay, so obviously starting out, you have Wordle, the regular Wordle game. Everybody knows it, everybody loves it. You guess words and it gives you clues based on the letters in the word, and you have to identify the correct word in as few guesses as possible. You have Global, which is like Wordle for countries, where you guess a country and it tells you by color coding it how far your country away is from the correct country, and you have to guess the correct country in as few guesses as possible. You have Wordle for NBA players. You guess an NBA player and it tells you based on clues, if your NBA player has any similarities with the correct NBA player, and then you have to end up guessing the correct NBA player. You have Wordle, one of my personal favorites, where it's Wordle but backwards, where you start out with the word and you have to guess somebody's guess path of the word. You have Worldle, which is global but without a map and with fewer guesses. You are only limited to 6 guesses and you have to guess a country, and it tells you based on like the distance away from the correct country it is. So it'll tell you how many miles and in which direction your country is from the correct country. And then you have Nerdle, which is Wordle for math equations. So it's literally the same thing as Wordle, but instead of words, it's literally math equations. Hurdle is Wordle, but with songs, and it plays you a 1-second clip. You have to guess the song. If you don't get it, it plays you a 2-second clip, and so on until you guess the song. You have Letteral, which is literally, oh my God, leave a like for that. What just happened? We just got it in one guess. Oh my God. Letteral is Wordle, but with letters, and I cannot believe that just happened. I literally didn't script that or anything. That was insane. Wow. You have Waffle, which is Wordle, but like not Wordle, because you have to make like a bunch of different words by flipping the letters around and moving them. Seticordle is literally Wordle, but with 16 different games going on at once. You have Wordle Unlimited, which is a game where you can play Wordle, but with as many letter words as you want, right? So this is like, 10 letter words. Anti-Wordle is Wordle, but you have to do as bad as possible. You also have Quordle and Octordle and like all of those other different games where you're playing a bunch of different Wordles at once. This one's only 4. Flaggle is Wordle, but with flags of countries, and it tells you based on color coding, how close your flag is to the correct flag. You have Hurdle, which is Wordle, but instead of telling you which letters are in the right spot and which aren't, it just tells you how many are, which is very hard. You have Squaredle, which is kind of like Waffle and Wordle combined, where you have to get a bunch of words and a bunch of different grids and whatever, but it gives you hints and stuff, and you're not moving letters. It's really confusing. Semantle, which I haven't really played on the page yet because it's really hard and confusing. You guess a word, it tells you how similar your word is to the correct word. Factal gives you a category. You have to guess the top 5 things that fill up that category. It gives you a word bank. And finally, Canuckle is Canadian Wordle, so Wordle, but with only Canadian words. Guys, I know there's other Wordle variations out there, but I haven't tried them yet. And some of them are like inappropriate or whatever, so we can't do it for the page. But guys, that's it. Leave a like for this video.
This is how my brother played his first Wordle.
No, it's not that. Wait, this is a word? Wait, this is a word? Wait, something might be repeated. Oh, okay. I used all the freaking words.
You had it and then you deleted it.
Wait, I used all the. Wait.
No, you didn't.
Wait, was it Coke? Oh, yeah, it was this.
Yeah,
Oh.
This is the easiest way to win Wordle. I scoured the internet to try and find any good methods on how to win Wordle, and I found this one. You only need to write in 4 columns, and you've already got all your letters. Spoilers for today's Wordle, so drop a like and come back later. So the first one is stead. Okay, so we've got S, E, and A. Now the next word is flung. That's fine, we didn't get those letters, so let's try the next one, which is Wombi. What letters will we get out of this? Okay, so we've got M. So we already got 4 letters already, so we'll try the last one, which is chirp. So there we go, so we already got our 5 letters, so let's try and work it out. So we can already put the S and H in, and then we got E-A-M. That's not a word, so it's probably shame. And there we go, it's that easy. A while ago I did another strategy, which you use all the alphabet, try and work out what the word would be. And if you follow that strategy, you only get 1 attempt to try and get the word right, whereas this method you get 2 attempts. So that's why